Hallelujah.
Author takes care of it.
I seem to get more answers from the Lord sometimes when I just pray offhanded prayers. Not long ago, just a few months ago, I said, Lord, I wish you would let me know why we're not reaching the world like we should. I thank God for the improvement. There's been a lot of improvement, Brother Kilgore, but we're still not reaching our world. They're being born and dying faster than we're reaching them all around the world, in America and everywhere else. That's why I get a burden for every place that I go to, because every place is surrounded and hemmed in by the lost. And we are not reaching them. And I just said, Lord, I wish you would tell me why. I appreciate so much what Brother Tenney said last night. I appreciate God anointed and led leadership, because what he said was what God said to me. He said there's too many spectators in the church and not enough participators. We're just looking around. We just come to see it down, and we're just there, one of the crowd, but we are not participating as we should. And this shocked me, because I didn't realize that we're just not putting anything into it. It doesn't mean everybody's got to go. I honestly believe that prayers are worth more than dollars. Dollars are essential. We've got to have them. But it's the prayers that's going to carry us through. And then I prayed another offhanded prayer, and I said, well, Lord, what's it going to take to move us from being spectators to participators? And he gave me 3 words. Just 3 words. It's not complicated. These 3 words are actually found in Luke chapter 22. I will read verse 41 and 42. And he was withdrawn from them about a stone's cast, and kneeled down and prayed, saying, Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done. And Jesus said to me, and I appreciate the fact he talks to me, and he said, when my children move into the dimension of not my will, you see, we live our whole lives catering to our will. We go to great lengths, we work hard, and we spend our whole lives giving our will everything it wants. But if we ever come to the place that we'll say, not my will. Our great example said, not my will, but thy will be done. And oh, how it would change. I get so miserable. I hurt so bad when pleas are made for money, because too many of our people have never learned to pray and say, Lord, what is it your will for me to do? How much should I give, and what should I do? I find people are afraid of the will of God, and I don't know why. And it's not just something you go down on your knees in a weepy kind of inspired service and you pray one time and say, Lord, I'll do your will. Not my will, Lord, but your will. And it's all settled one day. It's sort of an everyday thing. And there's so many pitfalls that we can fall into. I remember a barber in DeRidder, Louisiana, said to Brother Freeman one day, I want to talk to you, Brother Freeman. He said, listen, I've inherited some money. Well, my wife, actually, I think it was. And he said, they're adding a new subdivision in DeRidder. And he said, I've got enough cash to build 3 houses. But he said, I don't want to quit barbering, and I don't know anything about building, and you've built churches and everything. And he said, and my heart tells me you're an honest man. He said, I don't want to take away from your ministry and you just work on this project of mine. But he said, if you'll just see that it's done right. He said, all you have to do is just check out those guys that's supposed to be doing the work. And if you'll just do that, if you'll just sort of see that the workmen do their job and that they don't rip me off, he said, then when we get those 3 houses built, he said, well, I'll sell them and I'll give you half. And he said, half of the total sale price is yours. He said, then we'll take the other half of that money and build as far as it goes, and everything we build, from there on, you get half of all the profits. And there's place out there for a lot of houses. And Brother Freeman said, I'll have to pray about this. He said, well, why do you have to pray about it? He said, you're not investing any money. All it's going to cost you is just a little bit of your time. Brother Freeman said, I've got to know if it's God's will for me to do that. I'm so thankful to have lived and worked by the side of a man that knows that his will is the thing that's important. He went back to the man the next day and said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. He said, you're a fool. He said, do you know that you're walking away from thousands of dollars? He said, just think what this could mean. You could do a lot for the work of God with the money that you would get. He said, but it's not God's will. He said, do you have any idea why? Would you just tell me why? He said,